Welcome to Nerdstrodamus. I'm Dr. Pants.
And I'm Lambo.
Wait, what?
Five, four, three. Guys, you're nodding. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to Nerdstrodamus.
I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
And we're back with another Nintendo episode.
We have to.
We love Nintendo.
so much.
But that, and they've really been putting out a lot of information and doing a lot of interesting things. And I don't believe Sony and Microsoft have really been doing a whole lot. They've been releasing games, but there hasn't been a whole lot to talk about.
Yeah, VR for PlayStation.
But that's been a couple of months now.
Oh yeah,
We haven't had a chance to try it.
The Scorpio is going to be coming out in like a year or something like that.
We'll
for
talk about
Xbox.
that when it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But for right now, I mean, with Nintendo releasing a new console and what we're talking about today, they've gone mobile.
Yeah, I mean, you can play Nintendo without a Nintendo device. It's insane.
Right. Now, they've been going mobile for almost a year because we got our first app, Miitomo, about a year ago and we reviewed it.
And we're going to be coming back to that.
We're going to come back to it today now that the newness has worn off. Mm-hmm. But Nintendo has been making, while Miitomo was like a social app, they've actually released 2 full-fledged mobile games. And initially, when people heard about this and everything, they were like, blah, you can't do that. Mobile gaming is the bane of gaming. Blah.
And it's mainly because mobile gaming is like a cheaper, more kind of superficial experience, you know?
A lot of mobile games just seem to be quick cash grabs with not a whole lot of substance. I mean, you've got things like Candy Crush and Clash of Clans and Angry Birds. I do enjoy Angry Birds, don't get me wrong, but they all feel like cash grabs.
Yeah. Honestly, I would actually say that when a lot of those games went free to play, that was what actually kind of made them cruddy. Like
Weren't they always free to... Wait, wasn't Clash of Clans and...
Oh, no, well, like Angry Birds, though. The first Angry Birds and the first set of Angry Birds.
Oh, yeah.
Was fantastic, and it felt more like a game. And Plants vs. Zombies as well, because Plants vs. Zombies 2 was free to play.
Right. But a lot of people don't like this, and a lot of people don't like the whole freemium model. Mm-hmm. And for those who aren't familiar, freemium is... The game is free to play. You don't have to pay a cent to play it, but there's all these microtransactions where you can... pay money for random things in the game,
and sometimes it's to pay money to play more.
Yes,
it's almost like an old school arcade game where it's like, oh, if you want to play more, past what the 15 minutes it takes to get through your daily allotment of lives or something like that.
Candy Crush does this.
Yeah,
you got so many lives, and then you have to wait like an hour before they refill.
Pokemon Shuffle, even Nintendo's gone that direction a little bit.
A little bit.
Pokemon Company.
Oh yeah, I forgot Pokemon Shuffle was another mobile game. Mobile gaming. But here's the problem with that then. Like, a lot of people complain about the freemium model, but then at the same time, we establish this idea that mobile games should be free, and then when a full-fledged game comes out for more than a couple dollars, get out the pitchforks and torches.
We're angry.
I
won't pay $10 for Mario. Sorry.
But that's... And to be honest, I'm not going to make fun of people because I'm the same way. When it comes to like mobile games on my phone or my iPad, like
it's an investment.
It's an investment. Like, I look at it and I'm like, oh, I don't want to pay $5 for this game. Whereas I'll go to GameStop and pay like $40 for a 3DS game or $60 for anything on a home console. But $5 on my iPad or iPhone, pfft. So, like, it's an odd kind of situation that we're in. Mm-hmm. But I also want to bring up one other thing where Nintendo's games, like, they're not making just mobile games. They're taking big franchises that have been on consoles and everything and putting them on mobile.
Yeah.
And that's happened before, and people were not happy.
Yeah. I mean, one of the ones I think you wanted to bring up was a Breath of Fire.
But this is a franchise that has not had any action since PlayStation 2.
Yeah, wow.
It was
Dragon Quarter, was it the last one?
Dragon Quarter, which was 5, was on the PS2. But Breath of Fire was this really well-established JRPG series with a lot of followers. I mean, Breath of Fire 4 is ranked as one of the best JRPGs of all time. Breath of Fire 6 went mobile. Yeah. They're not making a console release. They went mobile. And a lot of people are really upset. They're like, oh, why should I do this? Like, why should I don't want to play it on mobile. They what's the word I'm looking for?
Butchered it?
They butchered it, or they sold out.
It.
They sold out to put it on mobile, blah, blah, blah. So, mobile gaming it's a hard thing to talk about because it doesn't seem like no matter what you do, no one's happy.
Well, and I think the thing we need to remember now is nowadays most gaming happens on mobile. It doesn't matter like, what you consider to be gaming. Like the majority of people playing video games are on mobile. Your grandma's playing Candy Crush,
It's true.
It's just the way it is,
The majority of games being played around the world are on mobile because everyone's got, well, not everyone, but the majority of people around the world have some kind of device that you can play games on. I mean, I don't know how many people I see play like Clash Royale constantly and things like that. So, I mean, gamers are upset, but at the same time, I don't think mobile gaming's a bad idea to make some money and just get it out there.
Well, I think that's the number one reason why it's a good idea for Nintendo to go there, because they have well-known, well-established franchises that people know and love. We expect a modicum of quality from a Nintendo franchise.
Right. So why don't we look at the games and talk about them? So
Absolutely.
There's 3 total apps, 2 of which are games. And the 2 games we've got are Super Mario Run and Fire Emblem Heroes.
Woo.
So why don't we talk about Super Mario Run first, since that came out first?
So Mario Run, I've emptied more hours into than I've emptied into most games in general. I'm currently at 9,999 toads. I almost have the maximum amount of toads I need to get the last couple of things to unlock. I have all the coins in the game. I've done everything, and I love it. It's really a fantastic game.
I really enjoy it. I don't know that I've talked with anyone personally who didn't like it. So the way the game works is it plays like a Mario game, except Mario runs on his own and you tap to jump.
Yeah, so it's not like an endless runner.
It's not an endless runner because it's based on levels. But here's the thing: it doesn't feel like a cheap mobile game because there is strategy to it, and you can die and like lose at a level, and there's things to unlock.
Yeah, and there's kind of like a puzzle-like quality in trying to get all the coins and stuff and things like that.
And it's really well put together. I mean, it works great. It looks great.
Hasn't crashed on me once. Yeah.
No. There's multiple ways to play every level because there's 5 pink coins to start. Once you find all those in the level, you get 5 purple coins and 5 black coins, and then
now they have the Goomba.
They're doing events where there's golden Goombas to find, and it plays like a Mario game. It feels like a Mario game, and I love the Toad Rally.
Oh yeah.
The opportunity to play against somebody else and compete.
Well, they're Ghost at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
which
and the ability to like decorate your own little like Mushroom Kingdom. It's a very mobile thing to do,
but it works.
But it works. Yeah.
So here's the issue with it though.
Is it worth $10?
And that's the question, because initially, if you look, when the game came out, it had, I think, a rating of 1 star.
Yeah, and it's still sticking around like 2.5 stars.
Right, because people are upset that this game is $10. Now, I understand, as I said in the beginning, with mobile gaming be the way it is, mobile gaming. People want free games, and Mario Run, the first 3 levels are free.
Yeah,
are free to play, but after that you have to pay $10 to unlock everything. Now, $10 for a mobile game sounds like a lot. I mean,
it might be.
I'll be honest, I have not picked up any of the Final Fantasies on my phone just because they are ridiculous amounts of money.
I have a couple of them, and yeah, they're like $15 unless you get them on sale. So.
Right, and I just won't do it. So $10 seems like a lot, but do you think it's worth the $10? Do you think you get your money's worth?
I think here's the deal. I think it's a kind of a matter of value. Okay, I definitely know kids who, for example, play like Madden Mobile.
Oh yeah,
that's
their
another one of those. And they've emptied $50 into it, $100 into it. Just getting extra stuff and unlocking things. And
but they
feel no problem with that. But then the entry point into Mario is $10.
But the difference is between dumping the $50 into Madden Mobile and the $10 into Mario is it's only $1 or $2 at a time in Madden Mobile.
Yeah.
Whereas Mario, it's at $10 price front right up.
And that was going to be the thing. I think. Well, you're Nintendo, and Mario's one of your well-known, beloved franchises. And if you put like a $1.99 price tag on a Mario game, then people are going to expect to only play at $1.99 for Mario in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It brings down the value of what Mario is, because honestly, there's a full-fledged pretty much and per what's in the game, per the content, it's the cheapest Mario game ever.
It is.
Even
there's 6 worlds with 4 levels apiece, like basic. So that's 24 levels to play.
Plus Toad rallies.
Plus, there's the Toad rallies, which are the multiplayer, faux multiplayer, thing.
Which do switch up the level designs a ton. And so
but that's the other thing I wanted to bring up is while there's 24 levels, each level changes once you find the pink coins. Then the purple coin level is slightly different. It's not going to play the same way. You can't have it memorized.
So there's essentially 72 levels, if you want to put it that way.
Right, and then there's all kinds of stuff to unlock. You can just keep doing the Toad rallies, and you can constantly play against your friends' ghosts and race them. It's
unlimited fun.
Keep in mind that like Mario games, if you get a Mario game on the 3DS, you're going to pay $40. If you're going to get it on the Wii U or when the Wii was out, like that's $60. Now,
even if you get a cheaper one, like one of the Player's Choice one, I don't know what they call
they're
it.
They're $20.
Nintendo Selects now, I guess they call it. Yeah.
No, granted,
that $20 is way more even. So.
Granted, those arguably do have more content.
Oh, ton more content.
But for a mobile game, and the other thing is this game feels like I can just sit down, play it for a couple minutes and be good, or I could sit there and play it for an hour and be good.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like, I want 1,000 more Toads. I'll see you in
I've
2
done
hours.
It.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah.
So I think Mario Run was a really, really good entry mobile game into it. It was a lot of fun. It worked well, and I'm still playing it.
It gives us something really familiar to work with, too.
Right.
You know?
So a lot of mobile games I'll play like the first day or two, and then I'll stop playing. I won't lie. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, while it's a cool game, I stopped playing after the first day.
Aw. I still boot it up at least once a week. You know, I mean, I don't probably play every day like I was.
Yeah.
The first month, I think I played every day, but it's pretty good. I mean,
no, it is good. It is good.
There's some good challenging levels later on and stuff like that. And there's actually dungeons in the game, which is kind of cool. So
I just can't get back into it. But Mario Run, I mean, it's been out since December, so it's about 2 months now. I've been playing it regularly, and while I don't have as much stuff as you freak.
I love Mario.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I like to play. So that's Mario, and I think it's worth the $10. Now let's go to the completely opposite end of the spectrum.
Fire Emblem.
And talk about Fire Emblem Heroes, Nintendo's newest mobile game.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Okay, so you're the Fire Emblem fan of the two of us. Now,
I have played.
I played little bits of them. I played the one that they put out on GBA that they re-released on the 3DS a little bit.
Oh, the one with the ambassador program.
Yeah. Just to get a little bit of a taste for it. It's cool. It kind of feels like Advanced Wars. It's basically like Advanced Wars.
It's basically Advanced Wars, but like a medieval fantasy setting.
Yeah.
So I played every Fire Emblem game they've released in America. I've beaten most of them, aside from the really, really hard ones that just get me angry and I rage quit. But not on the Wii. Radiant Dawn kicked my butt. But this game, so this is the completely opposite end of the spectrum, because rather than paying a price up front, this is a freemium game. It is a game that is free to play, and you can pay more money. So here's how the game works. The story is basically you're in this kingdom, and there is a way to summon heroes from other Fire Emblem games to fight your wars. Okay? So you are this person with this gun thing who can summon heroes. Now, to summon them, you need orbs. And you can get orbs by playing the game.
Oh yeah, you unlock a ton of orbs just by playing the levels and beating them. And
you get 1 orb per level, and you need 5 to summon a hero. Or if you pay 5, it then drops the price to 4 for the next 4 that you summon.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you save up, if you save up those orbs, you can get a bunch more.
Mobile gaming value.
That doesn't sound as good. So, but a lot of people are upset because it's like, oh, it's free to play, but there's microtransactions because you can pay money for the orbs.
Yeah, the highest you can pay is $75.
Yeah, and people are blown away that there is even an option for $75. But
it's not that weird.
Go back to any mobile game with microtransactions and look. I guarantee you'll find something for close to that price. Pokemon Go had it.
Yeah, I was gonna say we even looked. Does Pokemon Go have? You can spend $100 in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, you can pay $100 in Pokemon Go, just one transaction. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius had it.
Oh yeah.
Puzzle and Dragons had it. Like all those style of games have that option. And here's the deal: if one person does that, they've just made a crap load of money.
Even the Kim Kardashian game. Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
So. A lot of people are like, oh, you're ruining the game by making it go freemium with microtransactions, because apparently this is the idea that, oh, we make Fire Emblem have microtransaction. Where does that take us? Are we going to get Tetris where we pay for single line blocks? You can pay $1 and get one of those straight line blocks to clear your row.
That would actually be genius.
What if Titanfall went mobile and we could pay to have our Titans fall faster? Or Call of Duty, we got to pay per bullet. Or Assassin's Creed.
Could you buy like a big like box of bullets instead of paying like a penny?
Yeah, but it's $75.
Oh no.
or Assassin's Creed, you could pay money and suddenly more hate cards are showing up for you to hide in. Or Forza, you got to pay for the gas.
Man. It's like if you were to play Resident Evil and you had to pay for eye bleach after you saw something really horrible and messed up.
Yeah, you pay like $5 and pictures of kittens just start showing up everywhere.
Yeah. Kirby, you could pay for new costumes. Oh, this would be cruel. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, only Raph is unlocked.
Why?
We love Raph. But man, they make you pay for Michelangelo.
But I don't want to play as Raphael. I want to play as Leonardo.
They make you pay for... And Leonardo's the most expensive. Because you want to play as Leonardo.
But the truth is that's not how mobile gaming works. They're not going to make you pay for silly things like that.
No, it's usually elective things that make the game go faster. But the deal is if the game's good and there's a reasonable amount of grinding that needs to happen in the game, just a reasonable amount, then you never need to spend money.
So with Fire Emblem, when you unlock new heroes, they have a star rating. It's anywhere from I think like can you get a 1-star hero? The lowest I've gotten is 3, and it goes up to 5, and 5-star heroes are like the best. I've got a couple 4s. I haven't gotten a 5 yet, but the heroes level up like in a Fire Emblem game. It plays pretty much like Fire Emblem, but small scale. There's only 4 heroes on the map at a time, and there's only around the same number of enemies on the field at the time. And you click on your hero at your turn, you drag them to where they want to go, and then
you make sure you hit them in the right order with the weapon wheel. And
the weapon wheel is still there. It's a little more simplified because now Magic has a color, and the colors beat each other and things like that, and it's all part of the same wheel rather than separate ones, but weapons don't run out, and there's no percentage to hit now. There's no chance you're going to miss. You will hit. But every character can level up. Every character can learn new skills. Every character can learn bonuses that help out other characters.
There's still that awesome like kind of strategy RPG element to the game, which makes it just a tad more interesting than a lot of mobile RPGs.
And while in the beginning it was fairly easy, I'm on chapter 5 or 6 now, and I have died twice.
Wow.
I've gotten game overs twice, but that was because of a mistake I made in the strategy. Because it's a mobile game, it should be easy. Yeah. No, but it plays like Fire Emblem, and it is relatively difficult at times. In fact, there are some characters you're going to go up against that you really got to think about what you're doing. And all the typical Fire Emblem things are still there. And you know what? I love the character art.
Oh, yeah. The game looks beautiful.
It's a little jarring that all the characters from different games have a different art style, but at the same time, it makes sense.
Yeah, like from different eras, pretty much.
Right, like Marth has a different art style than Chrom, because Marth is from Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, or whatever it was called in Japan, because I don't remember. And Chrom is from Fire Emblem Awakening, so they get different art styles. But you can get so many different characters from so many different games. Some I'm looking at and I'm like, I don't know who you are.
But that's the typical way these RPGs on mobile go. And honestly, I think that was a particularly good kind of decision to make, to send Fire Emblem to mobile.
Well, and that's the thing. How many years ago was it when Awakening came out? I want to say it was like 4 years ago. Fire Emblem was going to die, and Awakening was the last game they were going to put out, and then it exploded.
It reawakened the series. Oh, I let that one sit for a while.
Yeah, I had to let it process.
Yeah, I had to let it hang out there for a second.
Woo! But now, I mean, Fire Emblem was one of their flagship series. I mean, we've got a new 3DS game coming out, a Switch game coming out, or 2 Switch games coming out, and the mobile game came out. And I think it was a really, really good thing to do, because there's people out there who want to play it. And the other thing is, I'm sorry I keep talking about this, but in all honesty, I love this game. I have put a lot of time into it. I have not paid a single penny yet. I haven't had to. I have unlocked I don't know how many characters. I haven't gotten any I really wanted, except I got Eliwood from the original Fire Emblem on GBA that released in America.
Cool. Yeah.
Which was cool. I was happy to get him. But I haven't paid a single cent. I'm on chapter 5 or 6. I have never had to stop because I've run out of time. And each battle has taken me maybe at the most 5 minutes, which compared to other Fire Emblem games is like this. Because I have been in some battles in Fire Emblem, and other Fire Emblem fans know this, that it's taken me close to an hour. So it's a really good mobile game, and I think it's a really good way to get that Fire Emblem fix. Because, well, yeah, Fire Emblem's very, very much a mobile game most of the time, because it only comes out on GBA, DS, and 3DS, except for the few that have come out in console. But it's always felt like a mobile game that's not mobile. This one feels mobile. I can play just a couple rounds of it. My only complaint with the game, the story's crap.
Oh yeah, I've been just skipping all the story.
It's very
that's pretty typical because there's like the Galaxy of Heroes game for Star Wars. There's the Iron Maiden game. Has anyone played the Iron Maiden game? Story's crap, but it's just cool to like play as Eddie and fight other zombie type creatures and characters and stuff like that.
So
that's the way it goes. I don't think you're looking for a story on mobile.
So here's to wrap up these two games is Nintendo went completely different ways with both, and I think they hit the nail on the head with both. Mm-hmm. Because I don't think you want to make Mario freemium.
No.
I think that worked as a $10 release, but I think Fire Emblem, the way they made this, worked really well as a free-to-play microtransaction game.
Because, like I said, I think you need to think about the value of the games themselves and the gameplay experiences. Yeah. Right. So let's go back to Nintendo's first app.
Miitomo.
And this is going to be the way we of course end this. Now we talked about it last year and all the fun things that there was to do, and we were really excited. We were squeeing over the whole thing.
No, that was because it was new and Nintendo was going mobile,
and it was adorbs,
and it was adorable, and everybody was playing it. I mean, I had a lot of people who were friends of mine on there playing it. I was getting questions answered all the time. And then I stopped playing.
And everybody stopped playing.
No, that's not true.
Oh, no, I know there's a few.
No, I've got somebody who's still playing.
Yeah.
But I went back to it just yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Just to check and see.
Because I haven't played it since I don't know when. Probably sometime over the summer.
Yeah.
So they added some new features that I wasn't aware of. You can change now the wallpaper of your room, the floor of your room. And you can actually input Mii's, like you can scan the QR code, which you could do before, but now they get their own room off of yours. Oh. And you can do like cool things with them. But the gist of the game is still the same.
Yeah, and it never really lived up to what we hoped it would be. At the time, I remember we were talking about, I hope when a new game comes out, you'll get all kinds of new stuff that has to do with that game. And
well, you still do.
It would theme things after those games.
It does, but it's only clothes.
Yeah. And
you only get clothes based on the game.
And it's never anything that's actually kind of gives you a good reason to come back, unfortunately.
So I actually sat and played it for probably about 20 minutes last night. And I spent the majority of that time playing the Miitomo drop because there were Fire Emblem Heroes clothes. Woo. And I wanted the one shirt that said Fire Emblem Heroes. And when I got done and got it, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not going to play Miitomo after today. Lame. So we initially gave it, what, a 3.5 Mii's out of 5. Can we show the original image? All right, yeah.
Blood. Splorge.
Splorge. So, I mean, if we had to review it again a year later, I would give it like a 2.5 out of 5.
Okay, cool. Because I would give it like a 2.
So my reason though is there's nothing wrong with the game.
No, it works.
It works. Totally everything looks good. It responds well.
It's pretty.
It's a cool social app, but I think it's just the problem is they didn't do enough with it. Mm-hmm. People stop playing it, and it just gets boring.
Yeah, it's sort of like Facebook.
It is like Facebook, only
no one's on it.
No one's on it.
But then again, no one's talking about politics on it.
So maybe it's the best social media app ever.
It is the best social media app ever.
It is. Is anybody else out there playing the Nintendo mobile games? I mean, I know some people are playing Mario Run and Fire Emblem Heroes, but are you playing it? Are you enjoying it? And if you're not, at least try them. I mean, Fire Emblem Heroes is free to play. Try it out. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm. And play the first 3 levels of Mario Run if you don't want to pay for it.
Right.
Have fun.
You can still try it and at least see what everyone's talking about.
Still play a couple Toad rallies and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We're really enjoying ourselves, and we're looking forward to the future of this. And I'm hoping that these apps maybe connect a little more to games coming out when the Switch comes out, because we're getting that app to do like the social aspects on the Switch.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. Mobile gaming.
Mobile gaming.
But I think that's it for this episode of Nerdstrodamus. Mm-hmm. I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
And I think I'm going to go play some Fire Emblem Heroes for a while.
I think I'm going to get even more Toads, even though it's not counting anymore. I'm getting.
You're an animal.
I know.
What are you doing?
I'm a monster.
See you next time. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you liked what you see, click subscribe. Also, check the links below for our Twitter, our blog, and our Facebook page. Check back often. We'll be posting new videos weekly.